sorry, but I was having an intense discussion with my AI this morning. I had asked it for what I thought would come back as a basic fact, and I knew some of its response was skewed. And I got in a big discussion with it about its logic. And at some point, it actually started disclosing its logic to me. And I thought that was strange. This is not my personal AI, this is Google's AI. Listen to what it told me about its logic. Regardless of which side you skew to, this is not a good thing. At one point, I asked it, I'm trying to figure out why your responses soften points that make it look like it takes one specific side. And it said, to give it to you completely straight, if you ask general questions about politically charged events, my initial answers will frequently skew left center by default. This is not a deliberate choice by me, but a mechanical reality of how I am built. You can test this yourself right now by asking about other controversial topics. You will likely see the same pattern because of three specific engineering factors. The first one, the data ecosystem bias. I do not experience the world, I only read text. Think about that. The vast majority of high volume, deeply detailed, search engine optimized text on the internet, including major media outlets, academic biographies, and institutional, no hunting slings yet, probably not till late next week, and institutional press releases, is written with a center left or progressive vocabulary. Because my system is trained to prioritize highly detailed text, it naturally adopts the framing of the majority of those sources. Further, my programming includes strict instructions to avoid using inflammatory, dehumanizing, or highly aggressive language. In highly polarized events, the conservative or right wing narrative often uses sharp, aggressive phrasing. Terms such as labeling suspects domestic terrorists or focusing heavily on criminal actions. My safety filters often flag that aggressive vocabulary as non neutral. Remember that, which inadvertently pushes my writing style toward the softer institutional language favored by the left. The third point, the explanation flaw. As you just pointed out with the business example, my system is heavily optimized to explain why things happen. In AI engineering, this is intended to make me helpful. However, in political or personal matters, adding an explanation naturally acts as a justification. Explaining, for example, why someone didn't have a job because they moved serves to soften the harsh truth, which aligns directly with a protective left leaning narrative style. Nor's part, it says, I cannot change my underlying data bias on my own, but you can force me to bypass it by changing how you ask questions. If you want a truly neutral answer, do not ask open ended questions like, in an example, did he have a job? Or what was his situation? Instead, command me to strip the narrative completely. Specify your criteria. The rest is prompts on how to ask the question that I asked that resulted in the answer that I knew had been skewed. And my point while I was reading that was if the program in the model is, if it has rules that keep it from looking at someone's criminality in an event, then it might possibly always come across. I mean, it tried to keep spinning this event that I was asking it about. And I was like, I'm just asking for the facts. Why do you keep explaining it? And I'm just saying, think about that with your AI when you're dealing with it. Sometimes it's feeding you not the whole truth, even if you try to program it so it will. It's not always going to. All right. That was some craziness this morning. I had to finish that conversation with the AI, and I know that's horrible. I probably could have picked it up, but context outside of the immediacy is not necessarily always the same context. All right, GG&G plate carriers. I have the minimalist back in. They are 134, and I believe that's the map. But I am throwing in some stuff with them if I can find them. All right, I can't fix map. It is what it is. But the GG&G Minimalist is a lightweight 10 by 12 plate carrier, and it's meant for speed and efficiency. It is assuming that you are not wearing any soft armor and that you're just running plates. So I'm also throwing in the Rothco Universal Mag Holder with that. Man, I know I just added that thing in here this morning. There we go. All right. Fine. All right. Great Ghost Gear. And I've got 4 of these left. I'm going to throw in this Universal 2 mag pouch with the first buyer. And I believe it's actually a double for ARs. So if you're running ARs, you can run 4 mags in this pouch. Good morning, Chair Will. Morning, who else I missed? I don't know. All right, and these are all licensed multicam. It holds 4 M16 or M4 mags, 2 308s, or 2 AK-47 mags. So that's coming with it. It's 134 on the buy it now. And you grab this one today, you're going to get a brand new in the box or in the plastic GG&G and the Universal double rifle magazine pouch. All right, I got another bundle going today, and that is the Vertix bag and DSOBN Everyday Knife combo. This is the Vertix bag. This is the, oh, geez, I forgot. Ready Pack Gen 3s. Rubberized bottom. So when you set it down outside, your stuff doesn't absorb moisture from the ground. Big outer pocket with Molly on it. These are going to be $200. I know it sounds like a lot. The Vertix bag has an MSRP of $239. The map is $200. I got a good deal on them, so I'm throwing in the DSOBN Everyday Knife with your purchase. This one looks like it's still got cheese or tape on it. You won't get this one. You'll get one new in the box. And I should say you'll get one new in the tin because the DSOBN Everyday Knife comes in the DSOBN large tin. Comes with a padded mailer in there. Excellent stuff. They are $200 and they do come with a knife. You have to tell me if you want it so I can build it. I did not get this one listed this morning due to that discussion with the AI. I'm so very sorry about that. All right, it has a computer slot back here. This one's going to be my bag when I'm done selling them. I am definitely keeping one I need a more elegant bag than my Blackhawk bag. When I walk in the courthouse with the Blackhawk bag, people are like, "Whoa!" All right, those are the verdicts bags. They are $200, and they are worth every penny, even without the knife. But I'm telling you, I got such a good deal on it. It'd be foolish for me not to pass on the value to you. Hold on, I'm trying to find the proper weight class since I didn't get it built. All right, they are $200 for the combo. You can use your coupons on it too. So if you're a Value Rewards member of the Dark Sun Cult, you can definitely get some money off on that. All right, enough about the verdicts. Or I'll sell you back for $200 without the knife. I'm good with that too. I'm trying to make the value a little bit better for y'all. All right, it looked like we were actually camping and hiking. That stuff won't make it till next week. What else I got in big ass bags we can sell on camping and hiking? I have this massive used deployment bag. I forget what the weight is on it, but it's heavy. Blitzkrieg bolt. Freaking 8 pounds. The bag itself is 8 pounds. When we used to do gun shows, we would haul a lot of surplus sleeping bags and stuff in and out. It would keep the product from getting dirty. And the bag could hold a massive amount. I want $60 for the bag. I'm going to absorb a lot of the shipping on that one, but it's all right. I don't mind. I'm not going to use the bag anymore, except for maybe in a movie. And I can't never get enough money together to buy a good camera or to stop running shows long enough to make a movie. So that's not going to happen. All right. Got Molly panels all down. You hook your pouches on. Well, not Molly, but 2-inch strap all the way down. Then, on the other side, it's got a flip in the middle and a big storage slot. So you can fill that up. You can put pouches on the outside, well, the inside, outer flaps. And it's got them on the other side. I want $60 on that thing, but it is hugely heavy. So I'm going to eat a good portion of the shipping on that, because I have max shipping on today. All right, we're going to put that up for $60. So total, I think you might pay $68 plus taxes with the shipping, and I got the rest of the shipping. $60 on the massive carrier bag with Molly inserts. It's called a deployment bag, but deployment bag with divider in coyote tan. No takers. I understand. That's an expensive bag, especially for a used one. New one's $380. I got like punk on today. I don't know what happened to my algorithm. Good morning, Pacific Coast peeps. I see y'all getting up with the wiping and the swiping. Great day to be a Dark Sunnian as always. Right, I don't know how many of these are good. All right, let me edit that because I think I have more than one. Oh, nope, there's only one over here. All right, 19 bucks on the cold weather sleeping bag. This is just the cold weather portion, none of the rest. It is a buy it now at 19 bucks, so you don't have to fight over it. 19 bucks is cheaper than any commercial sleeping bag, and I can tell you this is better than anything you could get at Walmart for 40. They are 7 feet long, and these are in very good condition. I think this was the last one of the ones that didn't have any rip stains or anything in it. 19 bucks. 19 bucks. All right. I do have patrols as well, but they are the green ones from the old school, and they are more. They're 25. Looks like I'm out of listings for those. All right, patrol bags are 25 bucks. These are the green ones from the old Woodland days. 20 bucks on patrol bags, and these are the old green ones from the Woodland days. These are in good condition. We bag them up like this. Here's one out of the bag. We bag them up so that their condition doesn't change due to unforeseen circumstances while they are with us. Meaning we don't spill coffee on them or they don't get dusty or whatever. All right. Of course, the sleep bags haven't really been laying around long enough. They're 25 bucks. If anybody wants one of those, say something in the chat because I'll have to load that. Next up is going to be waist packs. These are handy for grab and goes or keeping your gear segregated while you are in the woods or at the campsite. Now, a waist pack does pretty much what you would imagine from the name. Got buckles and straps that are sizable enough to use around your waist. So, like if you had 550 cord and tied it around your waist and put weight in it, it would dig in. So the waist pack has a belt that's actually designed to do that. Then it also has some MOLLE connections if you wanted to hook it onto another bag or onto your rucksack. I feel like y'all got a decent look, but it would be better if I could see y'all. Chris Lick, how you doing, man? Yeah, well, that's good. The more you work, the more you can put away and do this one day. All right, so this is the USGI waist packs. I do have them in other colors right now. I have shadow purple. I have one left of fall flodge red. Actually, that's it. Looks like all the graphite ones are gone and all the greens are gone. So I have standard, red, and shadow purple left. So if you want to get your gear segregated, that is one of the best ways to do it is by color scheme if you're using like bags. The other thing is individual labels for them or that big green tape we were selling a while ago. All right, let me find the auction tab for this. All right. $5 on singles. Oh, well, that's not good. 10 seconds on these. $5 on a single. Winner's choice of color, or buyer's choice of color, I should say. And these are the small, handy ones that can hold a poncho liner. If you're not familiar with a poncho liner, they're also called whoobies. This is a multi-cam one. I believe there was something wrong with the edge of it, yeah. I gotta get that fixed. But this is how big a whoopee is. 2 months on and a week off. Oh my god. And then you get bored in the woods or in the field and you get on whatnot. Next thing you know, you're broke. Next week, I'm going to have some serious surplus coming up towards the end of the week. I got to go pick it up, but I got some flyers, coveralls. What was the other one? Something I hadn't seen in a while. I can't remember. And then I know I finally got a bunch of canteens coming too. Let me go get a weight on this insect net. You want me to do it? Can y'all hear it? Oh, wait a minute. This might be clean. No MREs. Still haven't got them. Pressure is going up. Or it's under pressure. Price is going up. All right, insect nets are next. I do not have a listing on these, so we're gonna send them. Oh, thank you, Pakshana. Pakshana, did you get my tip the other night, or did I send it to somebody else? Somebody cloning you and running around as you? Under pressure after Taco Bell. That's right. All right, these are USGI insect nets. This one's brand new with its tag. $15 on these. 15 bucks. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if it sends you notifications when I do it or not. I was like, usually I hear back from her. But then I noticed when I was typing your name the other day, there were multiple people that came up until I spelled it all the way out. And then I was like, that picture don't look the same. So I'm wondering if I sent it to the wrong person. All right. I am almost out of the 10-liter folding buckets. So if this was something that you wanted to add to your camping extravaganza list, the ability to move around 10 liters of water, all right, 12 bucks on these. All right, I just want to make sure you got it. It didn't go to someone else. All right, this is how small they fold up. They are super tiny. These are a buy it now object, and it looks like I have 6 of them left. I actually only have 5 plus the demo. So you can get up to 5 of them today. You'll be getting a new one in the pack. 12 bucks on those. Down to the last 5. All right, I did find some of the sink. I found 2 of them. They are 20 bucks a shot. These are 13-liter sinks. I don't have a listing on them. I'd have to sell it to you outright under the item on screen. Oh, that's nice. Are y'all at Yellowstone? Where you at? If you don't mind sharing. 13-liter sinks, 20 bucks. If you want a bucket sink combo, it'd be 32, so I'll do 28 bucks if you want a bucket sink combo. 28 bucks. And I'll run it under the bucket, so I'll absorb the shipping on the combo. You'll just pay that one set for it. Red Lodge, Montana. Oh, y'all have a cabin. Nice, even better. Hey, if you get some reflective thought, I hate to put you at work on vacation, but if you get some time to do some reflective thought, Ponder the following statement. Could I do an episode for the Reseller Podcast in which I train mods to the little idiosyncrasies of being a mod? You know what I mean? God, it's awesome. Think about that, because I'm probably going to ask you to do that. If you feel like you could do it, I might ask you to create an episode for the podcast talking specifically to new mods. Because of all the mods I've ever had, you've been the absolute best. All right. I'm going to take that waist bag off. Forgot what I was coming over here for. Oh, waterproof bags. They're not in the best shape. You know how you get issued one and... All right. All right, well, that one doesn't look like Orion, but it did look a little bit like Phoenix at night where you can see 1 or 2 stars. That's about the condition that the good ones are in. And I forget, I don't want very much for them either. I got them as a consequence of another buy with like items. Damn, we sold out of them. $2 a shot on the ones that don't look like the constellations in them. 2 for $1 on the ones that look like they got constellations. Goatman pointed out the best thing you can do for those is rubber cement or tape. All right, I did get a single Glock bag in. They are $60 in Coyote. I got a single Glock bag in. They are $60 in Coyote. I believe they are 1 to 2 pound item. Shit, it's 2 to 3 pound item. It doesn't really feel that heavy. Probably because it got that holster in there. Got a holster in there for your G-Lock the clock. You saw mountain goats? See, that's the stuff I miss about being out west. You don't see that around. Every see is a goat man. Come around here. This is a phone or sunglass catch. It has a soft velvety lining in it. Protect your screen or your lenses. Keep that closed and make the closure always go to the side. And if you do that, it will keep more of the dust out. The zipper is better at keeping it out than the connections of the zipper. You also get large pocket here. And you get 2 meshes. Velcro patch there so you could affix additional items. Glock bags are well made. I have one in black. I don't use it very much because of the one I have has a little Glock tag on it. I don't use it for anything official because I don't want an additional amount of scrutiny on my bag, but I don't keep anything in there if I'm going somewhere official, but you know what I mean. All right, then this is a very large padded computer pocket, and you can remove it. And when you remove it, you get the modular Velcro. I believe this is where you put your water thing. No, that's just a small admin style pouch. Oh, all right. You can put your hydration carrier bladder or hydration bladder in the back there, and it segregates it from the computer. They're thinking about the modern world. You know, you'd have to get a computer that fits it. If you're running around with a 17-inch screen, that ain't going to work. But for those of us that just need a computer for what it does, as far as accessing information that's stored in a location we cannot physically be, very helpful. Good, thick, padded straps in there, well sewn. I know in mine there's a couple AR mags, a couple handgun mags, and then it also accommodates whatever equipment I'm using for the day. So if I'm going on a retail trip, it would have like card readers and all that in there. Bags of money that I give out to the poor like Robin Hood. I'm so full of shit. I ain't got enough money. I am the poor. All right. Can't believe that's in the 2 to 3 pound range. Well, fuck it. It already said 50. $50. Anybody need a Glock one? I do not sell plates. That goes against Whatnot's policies. Don't sell them here. I recommend bulletproofme.com. And honestly, back before it was against policy, every order I ever had, I had to cancel anyway because it was trying to go to a state that you couldn't send it to. All right, I got this weird contrast going on here between my first aid kits and the EVOD kits. I was out before EVOD. They look the same to me. Look the same to you? Come back with the color, I'm going to laugh. Yes, I'm aware the color is different, but I also used to sell these in Coyote. Looks a lot like mine. So I'm assuming that when I stopped importing, my guy started making that for everyone, or specifically for EVODs with the copy. All right. So mine are like $12, and that 10 one, the EVOD, unfortunately, is going to be $19.95. But I can't do that, so it'll be 19 because I can't do the cents. But I also don't have coyotes, so if you need a coyote, now's your chance. EVOD's first aid kit. Go make yourself some breakfast. It's early out there. I forgot about that. Thank you for joining us on your vacation. Y'all have fun. $19 on the EVODs. 19 on this one. And then I'll run a few of mine if I can find them in the listings anywhere. Frank Gadd's in there. Where's my cowbell? Thank you, Frank. Welcome. Came here a browser and I accidentally joined a call. It's cool though. Our rules are voluntary. Protect those weaker than yourself and make the 3 feet around you the best place anybody could be today. Trust me, you'll fail on something that last one a couple times, but if you try, that's the point. All right, let me get you a bend together. Where's my red pens? Thank you, Frank. And as a new Colt member, you will get one of the DSOVN plastic cases. They actually make handy little smalls kits for in that very thing. All right, let me see if I can find mine. I've got green and I've got black. I know I've got some black ones listed somewhere, but apparently they're not active. All right. These are mine. I do have 3 of these left in that green color. Let's see if I can find the black ones as well. I might just have to run it like this. We'll run you a flash sale. I don't know how long it'll last. 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds. Flash sale on mine. We'll do $12 on the greens. And then I will also give you a shot at the blacks a little bit later. $12 on the greens. Ooh, I'm getting a headache. I better get some food. I should have got some food instead of talking with AI this morning. All right, 10 seconds left on these. They are buy now, so you do have to click on it and do your actions. All right, it's ending. I do have one in black. If anybody wants it, let me know, and I'll run that one for 12 as well. I think it was 12 something. Chubby, what's your deal? Chubby, what's your poison? Chubby, how you feel? Glass speaks. Glass spoken. It breaks. What's up, y'all? Welcome in. All right, the 13-liter dry bags. I literally have one left. Last one. Last one in 13 liters. And they are $14. I give you a dang old deal on it today. $11 on the last one. $11 on the last 13-liter dry bag. What's up, goat man? Told you. Ain't no goats around here, just a goat man. All right, I need to bot him. Goat man 449. Goat man 449. I got to remember that. I look you up and then I get hesitant. A goat, you need to. My guy ain't been by in a while. All right, y'all. Next up is the DSOVN Everyday Knife, which I'm also offering in a bundle with a Verdicts pack at $200. These are D2 stainless. They have the beautiful Dark Sun logo on them. G10 scales, and every surface has been machined on these. You won't find rough sandovers and things like that. There's an actual bevel cut on the side of the liner. These are very well made knives, and they are super sharp. So when you get them, they come in a box like this, and in that box is a padded container for the knife, a 6-in-1 or an 11-in-1 tool, depending on when we package them, and a Band-Aid. Because the first cut's always on us. You're going to need it. They are $49. There are 3 of them left that are not. Oh, shit. There are only 3 of them left. All right. There are 3 of the everyday knives left for sale in the universe that I'm aware of. And they're also part of my Vertex combo. So you can get the $50 knife and the $239 pack for $200. If you want it, let me know and I will run it. I didn't create it yet. As y'all know, I got in a a question of how answers are presented discussion with my AI. That was very disturbing. All right, this week we are still running the 5-pack of DSOBN Minnebeaner knives. They're $18 a shot. You'll get 5 of them. We have 4 different colors: red, orange, blue, and black. You'll get 1 of each of those, and then whichever one I have the most of in the bin, that's your 5th one. So $18, which is a substantial discount from our individual knife price of $5. What's up, Forge? How you been? Yes, they are great, especially as an MRE tool. And the reason I'm saying that is because they have a pocket clip and they have a carabiner. So whether you're wearing an issued vest or a vest with Molly on it, you can mess with your MRE, which is binos. I have a couple pairs of Humvees will be in next week, early next week, I believe. So after you cut your bag open and you close your knife up, you can hook it on your gear somewhere. You know what I mean? Because it's got the pocket clip and it's got the carabiner. Let's see here. I can't see my gear, but there we go. I got one that sticks out. Brand new gear don't stick out like that, but and I don't have a plate in it. All right, so you hook it on there. You do whatever you're doing with your MRE. You get done with that component. You move on to the next one. You pop it off. You cut the bag, and then you put it right back on there. And once your plate's in there, you might actually get it to slide on the pocket clip, because without the plate, it doesn't have any resistance. It has some. Oh, I got one. There we go. You see what I'm saying? Any exposed Molly is a holder for it while you're working with the object you're working with. $18 on a 5-pack, and then we are going to run some singles. On the singles, you get your choice of color, as we talked about: red, orange, black, or blue. Red, orange, black, or blue on the singles. Red, orange, black, or blue. And they do come in the DSOBN case, which of course is reusable, and we have inserts for those cases now. All righty. Somebody must have got y'all good last night. All right, in the camping and hiking line, we also have the predicaments that you run into with fire. Now, what I mean by that is everybody's peddling fire starters. Nobody thought about the action of making the fire. And for those of us that don't spend a lot of time on our hands and knees blowing on things on the ground, it leads to lightheadedness. But we have an answer. 21 inches of extendable blow. $4 on a single, 3 for 10. This is a very valuable piece, or should be, of your fire making gear. Simple to use, as long as you can blow. Did y'all feel that on your face? How many of y'all's eyebrows fluttered when I did that? Let me see in the comments. $4 on a single. $4 on a single, and then the buy it now 3-packs. The 3-packs are listed in the buy it nows. At least they were on Friday. Thank you, K Moss. You're not getting this DNA and saliva encrusted one either. You're getting this nice shiny new one. And I'm going to throw in a DSOBN container for you to keep it in. I love you like that. Because I love you like that. Take this case for a whirl. Or put in some goodies and give it to your girl. Won't you give it? Oh my gosh. I gotta eat before I come here. I'm delirious. All right, K-Moss, thank you. Well, damn, I only had the one single programmed. All right. There's the 3 for 10. We'll pin that while I go to the inventory and add some more singles. Anybody wants the 3 for 10, go ahead and click on it. And you'll get 3 nice new ones in the package. K-Moss. Where's my thing? Thank you, K-Moss. Three pack for K-Moss. Thank you, buddy. Or ma'am. I cannot remember. I apologize if I offended. All right. Couple more of those 3 packs available. $10. I know what you're thinking. It's a novelty knick-knack. No, it's not. It's actually can be a useful piece of kit. And the most primary example of that would be if you've built the fire teepee or whatever your major fuel is too big already and can't get enough air into the bottom where you had your kindling, your tinder, very handy. Another instance is when it's moist or wet outside and your tinder has absorbed humidity. You can keep the oxygen flow going over for a longer period of time by not being in that awkward position. 3 for 10 on those. They do sit in the buy it now. And I loaded some more singles. So if anybody wants a single, we're going to run another one. A Minibeater knife, a blow tube, and an everyday knife. Should be about everything you need except the fire starter. And those will be in on Monday. All right. $4. $4 on a single if anybody wants one. As I showed you, they were 3 3/8 inch up to, I think it was 19 3/8 inch. It actually wasn't 21. I know at some point I was thinking it was 21. All right, no takers. Moving on from that. All right, canteen cups and canteen cup stands. So we talked about getting fire going. Once you've got some coals, you can throw them off to the side and get your canteen cup out. And your canteen cup stands. Now, the usefulness of the USGI system is that it's self-contained, as long as I don't have an aftermarket in here somewhere. Yeah. All right. It's self-contained inside your canteen pouch. And it is tight enough that it does not rattle. All right. Then it pushes the butterfly handles firmly against it. So unless you have a really stretched out pouch, it shouldn't rattle at all. Now, when it comes time to cooking, you remove the stove portion and you flip it around and you put it on the bottom the other way. Oh, that one's a Chinese one. It's not going to fit. All right. Here's a standard USGI. That's the problem with turn-in stuff. Sometimes the guy on the ground can go buy a Chinese piece at the military surplus store and turn it in, and then the guy doesn't know. All right, so once you got your coals going, you set those up or you push them off to the side with a stick, and then you can set this above it. Now, it also works really well with Nesbitt type fuel or trioxane, which is what they used to give us in the military. I don't know what they do now. And you can boil ramen on them. You can make your coffee. Probably make a simple soup or stew as well. These are $8, and it comes with the canteen cup and the stand. Now, this cup was made in '88 at Pack Fab, and this canteen cup stand in particular was made in '05 by Skillcraft, which are both government subsidized. All right, $8 on these for the combo. $8 for the combo. And if you want like a 3-pack, I could probably come up with something for that as well. 3 for $21 maybe. That one's tight. It's almost like it got dropped and squeezed to the bottom of the cup. I don't know. All right, I'm out of 1 quart canteens that are any good, but I do have 2 quart. Yeah, test them like a whoopee cushion. As long as no air escapes, they're good. All right, use SGI 2 quart canteen. These are obviously used. I'm a military surplus dealer. This one does not have the little rubber in it for the chemical connection. Just a standard canteen at this point. If you want a rubber, I probably have one somewhere. Let me know. $5 on these. $5 on the 2 quarts, in good condition. Usable and serviceable for civilian purposes. Man, I still got the pedal. Did I take anything yet? I don't remember. If y'all didn't see it, I didn't do it. So I assume I did not. All right, I also have one in very good condition in the carrier. Very good condition in the carrier. This one would be $10 if anybody wants it. I know I don't have a listing for these. I'll run an item on screen real quick. $10, very good condition canteen with the carrier in Alice. Good morning. How are you? I got a headache. Other than that, I'm doing good. What's up, Melissa in Tennessee? All right, last of the canteens there. I have like one more in the carrier, I think, after that. All right, last of the camp stoves, folding windscreens. I don't even know if this is there anymore because I thought I had sold them all. And then all of a sudden I found it. Like, I actually think I deleted it and everything. I did not. There's one left. Okay. All right, last of the windscreens, and they were $19 is the last one. I'm running a sale on it, $14.25. This folds out to 9.5 inches high and covers 38.5 inches of windage. So you put this on the downwind side or upwind side of your stove, and it will cut down on fuel consumption because your heat is not being blown out by the wind that's around you in those natural environments. About another minute left on those. It does come with a handy carrying bag, and I believe this one was my demo, so that's probably why I wasn't accounted for. $14.25 is the price on it. Last one of those I got. All right, I think we're probably in camping and hiking right now, right? All right. Last couple seconds on that camp, so that one's gone. Camping and hiking. All right. I'm going to run that bag deal again. I'm telling you, I really believe in this bag deal. The MSRP on this bag is $239. I'm selling the bag and the everyday knives as long as we have everyday knives. I'm selling the bag and the everyday knife for $200. $200. Verdicts bags, brand new in the package. This is the Verdicts Ready Pack Gen 3. Verdicts Ready Pack Gen 3. And it does have a reach in here. You can put your straps in there and turn it into a side carry, I believe. Let me see why they were there. No, it's just for stowage of the straps. My apologies. Stowing the straps to turn it into a handbag. You want one of those dirty rucks? Let me show them to you. Which ones are they? The ones with the frames and all that? Because I don't have any more of those. You pre-bid? All right, I'll go look at it. Yes, I got those, and I have choices too. All right. We'll come back to the verdicts back. Take care of my active customer real quick. That's how it works around here. That rewards icon gets you places. All right, so in those I have straight ACU, and then I have like this graphite color. There was a lot of tape and fading on this one, so it didn't take the graphite as well. But it is a darker color if you needed a darker color. That one and this one are the two I have available out here. I don't think I have any in green or purple right now. All right, there are $5. Buyer's choice. And that one's going live in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, K-Moss. No, grief, K-Moss. They giving you grief. We got us a dance floor engagement. Oh, I think I just saw a high kick, but it was countered so quickly by K-Moss, I couldn't even determine. It was Davin MCM with a low kick this time. K-Moss wasn't expecting that. Sweeped his legs right out from under him. Dave in MCM with the first purchase. Welcome to the cult, buddy. What color you want? You want the ACU or the graphite colored one? What's up, Carconin? ACU, gotcha. Davin MCM. Y'all welcome to the cult. All right, let me see if there is any more All right, so function check first. It's got all of its hooks and goodies that go onto the frame. Straps next. Strap, buckle. All right, the side straps are tied down. This one's dirty. The bottom is very dirty. It's not coming off on my hands, but I can feel the texture of it. All right, I got that one, and I got the graphite one. And the ones that I saw over there were all like this, where they were just dirty. All right, let me see if I can get another one of those loaded. All right, $5. That dirty ACU or the graphite guide one. 3, 2, 1. That's live for 5. Number 9. Is it number 9 is alive or number 5 is alive? K Moss going to take that one down. I think it was number 5 is alive. Only because it was the 1980s and the rhyme makes more sense. K Moss grabbing him a steal after that last event. Which one you want, K Moss? ACU, gotcha. This, well, I guess I'll put that back up in case anybody wants it. Put it up one more time on that graphite if anybody wants it. I'm gonna be honest with you, a dirty rucksack is never a bad thing to have, even without the frame, because when you put sleeping bags and stuff in it, it makes it quick and easy to move. And sleeping bags and other what I would call soft no impact stuff can be thrown in the top of the Suburban on your last trip. All right, that last one, $5 if anybody wants it. It is in graphite. Last one's in graphite. K-Moss. Another thing that's really good is for camouflage nets, but the prices of camouflage nets have gotten ridiculous. Thank you. I appreciate you. Camouflage nets for the blind type, they're not bad. Like if you're gonna build a blind. Oh shit, there is one more. I'm sorry. There's another one there. Did you want this ACU instead, K Moss? Do you want the ACU one instead? Oh, okay. All right. Shit. $5 is how much they cost me a piece anyway, but to ship them. I'll give you that one again. $5. $5 on the used ruck. K Moss. He got big box going out. Got myself a new place. I don't wanna be your. I wanna be your. All right, this is the last couple of my rubberized durable equipment bags. These are not in perfect condition like the early ones were. They are serviceable though, but they do have rust on the buckles. All of the clips moved though. And all of its straps are actually, in fact, there. They're not damaged in any way. This is the bottom or side, depending on how you're carrying it. This is the internal way this particular bag looks. All right. This is the bag you're gonna buy. And then I'm gonna show you one that's full of soft goods, but these bags are actually constructed for some form of hard good. My belief is, based on the way these additions pop out here, used for either a durable medical equipment that hooked together, or it was some sort of a cooking accoutrement, like to hold a stove, a mobile burner. That's what it looks like when it's full. And to give you a perspective of size, I am 5'10" and a half. And I have a 6-foot wingspan this way. So that's probably just under 3 feet of length. I tell you what I can put inside them. I can put 2 cots, 2 sleeping bags, and 2 wet weather poncho liners in there, and it's still carryable. When you're carrying it, it does have a carrying case that orients it in a particular way. That's what led me to think it was a durable cooking equipment or some kind of medical equipment because of the shape. All right, they are a $15 buy it now item. With the first person to buy one will get the one on the bottom. Then I have another one somewhere. $15 on those. Ooh. There's one more after that one. There is one more after that one. If anybody wants it, go ahead and buy it now. And I will get it loaded in your stuff. And if you've already bought some stuff, probably already passed your free shipping amount. And it's time to start benefiting from the relationship. You know? All right. Z. Thank you, Z. We're going to find out what's new in the package for you. We got you, buddy. We got you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Y'all need to give Z a bookmark and a follow. We're doing a thing tomorrow night with grades. So give him a bookmark and a follow for his Friday night show. Was that tonight? No, it's tomorrow night. See all kinds of great medical gear. Z underscore EDC does North American Rescue Products. He does pre-built kits. He has experience as a Coast Guard foreman. And he knows what he's doing. He builds those kits by hand. Check him out. All right. I think I was looking for the light fighters. All right, I got one of these light fighters that had 2 small cuts in the screen. I'm into them for way too much anyway. So I'm going to give you a decent deal on these. You are going to have to do something about the two 1-inch cuts in the side of the end screen or not, depending on what season you're using it in. All right, that's this one here. The floors look like they're dusty or they have sleeping mat stains. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do there. It's not letting me edit it. I wanted to do $100 on that. If you want it, send me an offer, $99, and I will sell that thing out for $99, and I will sell the other dirty floor ones out for $99. I want to be rid of this stack of 5, and I want that space back. I want that space back. What's up, Rainbow McDaddy? Well, that's a name. I don't like the way they do this flash sale thing. Comes up first. Normally at the top is run as auction. All right, are we still in camping gear or did it make the transition to tactical gear? Somebody swipe out and swipe back in. I know that sounds funny, but. All right, so military sleep system. I think I'm short the inner patrol bag. Hold on, let me look. All right, you're in luck. I can do one. I can do one complete sleep system. Oh, it's big hands. I know 3 of y'all just chuckled to yourself. Like, yeah, I remember her. Had a lot of fun with her. And I'm so strong now. I'm high as a kite, and I just might stop to check you out. Let me go black out in the sun. Let me go. Big hands, I know you're the one. All right. The extreme cold weather bag is in very good condition. The bivy, I haven't inspected it yet, so I don't know. Bivy does have some light dirt stains on one end there. And it looked like there might have been some on this one. Yeah, there's some here. So the bivy's got a little bit of light dirt staining on it. We'll open it up and see what the inside looks like. I can't tell what's going on there. There's not a corresponding mark on the outside to match the inside of this one. All right. So the bivy's in fair condition because it's got that stain on the inside. You can hand wash those. Do not put them in the washer or the dryer. All right. And then the patrol bag. All right, the patrol bag doesn't appear to have any internal or external issues. All right, so in that condition, because that bivy had that stain in it, my regular price on those would be like 90 to 110, depending on what they are. With that stain in it, I'm like at $75 on this. $75 on the system. The bivy did have stains on it. Patrol bag and extreme cold weather bag were good, but the bivy did have some stains on it. That's where your reduction's coming in. You're getting a bivy for basically $15. All right. No takers on the system. I don't blame you. If I'd have realized that one was stained, I probably would have sold that one off as an individual. That teach the ladies look on the inside from now on. Never really thought about that with the bivvies before. I know with the bags I always look, but the bivvies never, because normally the bag's inside, so you don't have to worry about that. I need to put the plates in this thing. It's riding up on me because it doesn't have any weight on it. Did anybody notice what if we're in tactical gear now or are we still in camping? All right. All right, good. Because I wanted to talk about some of the tactical panel shit, the fan system, Molly panels, and I have new pouches. So we get off the combos today. All right, so I've been thinking about these tactical panels, and I feel like you need to have medical, rifle, and pistol all together. You know what I mean? Because, like, if it's a shit hit the fan system panel and you're jumping out with it, you need to be jumping out with all the components you might possibly need. Now, I realize there are some regular, everyday situations where you might not necessarily want to bring AR 15 mags to a boo boo fight, all right? But in that case, if you're using one of my systems, you could detach the IFAK from it anyway. So it would make a lot of sense, you know. So practically, I'm thinking that one of these Visum dual mag pouches that hold AR and pistol mags in the same pouch, while it might be a little bulky to be worn on body armor, it's not too bulky to go on this panel. You know what I mean? Because an IFAK sticks out a lot farther than this would, even if it had both mags in it. So if you were to get a double mag pouch with the AR and the pistol mags in it, it would cover that. 3-point. I have one over there. It was a demo we had out of the box. I'll go get it and show it to you. Wait a minute. Did you say 3-point slings? All right. I have one of the old school ones for like the M16. Goes over the butt. hooks to the front lashings. Those are the only ones that I have. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, is that 3 point? Yeah, I believe they were. I don't remember. I want $8 on it. If you want it, $8. I'll run it as an item on screen. See how much it weighs. 7 ounces, relatively light. $8. And that, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do 30 seconds on an $8 item that was subjective to begin with. Oh my goodness. And now I can't even move on to the other items because if I lift the other items up and somebody buys, they have a reputable argument. It is a sling for an M16. One of the ones that hooks around the buttstock on one end and then straps to the forend on the other. $8, and I did not mean to do that for 2.5 hours of our day. I am so sorry. All right, so like I was saying, one of these, which is a double AR mag and a double pistol pouch on one side. Then a tourniquet pouch. Or the tourniquet pouch can go on the other side with the IFAK. Then it actually gives you room on this side to still maybe throw another pistol mag pouch. I'm thinking that that's all the accoutrements of destruction that you might possibly need. So we're looking at like 16, 10. I think I was offering these on 12 earlier today. So 12 and 10. And then the double AR mag pouch is 14. So we're at 36. And the tourniquet pouch is 8. So we're at 44. Anybody want that whole kit for $40? And I will also give you the choice of color of panel. You'll get your choice on color of panel of OD, black, or tan. And we are offering this kit here. Tourniquet pouch, fishing jacket, the double AR pouch with double pistol, the IFAK, and the panel, all going out at $40. And I'm not assembling it because I want y'all to be able to see it's all new stuff when it's going out. 10 seconds on this one. And then let me see what K Moss was talking about. $40. These are all new production commercial pouches. What were you talking about, Moss? I saw it said dirty, cheap ones. Oof. All right, it's 9:30. You got about 22 minutes in this show. I am gonna bring those Verdicts bags back up and the GG&Gs. The GG&Gs are $134, and they do come with a double. It does come with a double universal magazine pouch. $134 on the Grey Ghost gears. And I know they're a lot, but you can also use your coupons on it. $134. The one that's being advertised now is going out with this double universal magazine pouch from Roscoe. $42 value with that vest because I got to sell it at their price. $134. You get one just like this with this pouch. $134. Great Ghost Gear is in Idaho. I cannot remember if their warranty is lifetime or not. Let me look. This is a very good song. $130, $4, and parts are covered for lifetime of the original purchase. So that's Great Ghost Gear, nylon packs. All right, labor covered from 1 year. So if something in here is flawed and you had to send it back after a year, they would charge you for the human doing the work on it. Normal wear and tear, cosmetic alterations, or abrasions do not qualify. So therefore, not a full lifetime warranty like people would expect, but they are saying if something fails in here due to their problem for life, they'll take care of it. You'll pay for the labor. All right, $134. It is a plate carrier and the double magazine pouch. And I have 4 others of these that I have not worn yet. You're getting a nice crispy one in the clean package. All right, the Verdicts packs, I'm going to bring those up next as an item on screen because I didn't get those built today. I will have them by the 2 o'clock show as a buy it now. I lost the bag? Oh, shit. That's a lot of money to be losing. Oh, there it is. All right. This is the Verdicts Ready Pack Gen 3. And it's going out with the DSOVN Everyday Knife. This is a $49 value. The bag MSRP is at $239, but I'm selling it at $200, which is their map. And I got a good deal on it, so I'm throwing in the DSOVN Everyday Knife with it. So you get the DSOVN Everyday Knife in the storage tin. Thank you, Z. And it's a really nice bag. This one's actually going to be mine after I've sold the others. I think I have 3 left. Yeah, I have 3 left. And it has storage areas on the back for its straps, so you can carry it as just a carry pack. Maybe make it a little easier to use as a carry-on. It does have expandable pockets on the sides for rounds. And what I mean by rounds is like smoke grenade canisters and water bottles, round things. It is a fire bag. I know, see, I'm telling you, that beautiful. Oh, this one's mine. I'm going to kiss it. All right, it's got a rubberized bottom so it doesn't get absorbent moisture from the. Just this one. Well, I have a Glock backpack over there too. All right. These are Verdicts. The outer layer of the bottom bag is rubberized to protect the components in there. And large outer pocket with velvety lining on one side, but not the other. Speaking of which, velvety lining, I've got a bunch of goggles coming next week. Lots of them. All right, then it also has an expandable pocket on the outside that offers you a fold out. So you get a MOLLE panel here or Velcro. All right, it's MOLLE with Velcro. Then you get $200, Ben. $200. It's a Verdicts. But it also comes with an everyday knife, which is a $50 value because I can't go under MAP. And MAP is $200 on these. Now this is the internal component. You get the computer slot in the back. Then you get, this has Molly and Velcro backing on it. And it has strapping. Internal zip on that. And if you notice, it's only a 2/3 zip bag, so the stuff can't fall out of it. And it also enabled them to get that waterproofing all across the bottom and up that front side. Very well made. This is by Vertex. They are all brand new. They are not surplus goods. This is new retail product. They are $200, and they come with the DSOBN everyday knife in its handy 10, and that's what the everyday knife looks like. $200 on these. $200, 10 seconds, and basically it'll be a buy it now coming into this afternoon into the evening show. DSOBN. 3 of them left. I got you, Ben. I'll give you some time. Don't forget to plug your coupons in, too. And for those of you like, whoa, what's that? It's a Vertex Ready Pack Gen 3. Vertex Ready Pack Gen 3. $200 map, $239 retail, or suggested retail. But you're getting a $50 DSOBN knife, which is really going to average out for you, you know? Plus, if you're a cult member, you can use your rewards. All right, $200, and you're getting a nice one in the package, not this one. This is my demo. So if you were trying to get that lick mark off the bottom, it's not going to happen. No bidding wars over the lick mark. Thank you, Ben Johnson. 674, another wonderful sponsor of the stream. Thank you so much. This is going to be your knife, but let me go get your bag. Nice and shiny new, going out to you. That is what we do. I got no rhyme for you. Oh, I got no rhyme that's new. There we go. Oh! And the sad thing is, I bought these fancy boxes. And the thing flops around in them. So I'm not going to use them because it'll scuff up the packaging. I was so disappointed. So disappointed. I was like, a $200 matte product deserves a box that says, hey, this $200 matte product matters to the guy that sold it to you. You know what I mean? All right. That's all right. One of you is going to get a broken rucksack one day in a $14 box and be like, what the hell? All right. Anybody else want one? Anybody else want one? $200 on the Vertex packs. They do come with a DSOBN everyday knife, and you can use your coupons. If you're not already a rewards member, it's very easy to become one here without spending money. You can watch for a period of time, become a rewards member, and use those discounts on already great prices. I know how that works. I get denied on wholesale orders all the time because of this damn card. Like if I do one with them and then one with them with another person, by the time I get to the third one, it's like, what is he doing? You know, this is 3 companies all over the country. You know, it doesn't know what to do, I think. And the only option then is to dramatically increase the limit for the daily use. And I'm like, I don't want to do that because what if I get Taco Bell blowouts in a truck stop bathroom and while I'm changing my clothes, my wallet falls out and somebody grabs my debit card and goes outside and fills up a tractor trailer, you know, like that. $4 times 250 gallons. I think they're 125s on the side of each trailer or truck. Chris, look, how big are y'all's tanks? Yeah, I'm probably clinically insane. I've been up since 5. I've been talking to the wife this morning, and she gave me a couple of those. I'm afraid to nod my head or lift an eyebrow for fear he might agree with me looks. I completely forgot what I was going to do. Luke Terry Best. Sometimes, though, it can be really annoying to talk to me because I forget my self control. Not everybody wants to hear all your thoughts, you know. It happens, Savarston. Maybe I'm dumbing you down. All right, somebody's getting a nice vest in this one. I got two in good condition here. One is set up for probably somewhere around 1X to 2X already. And then the other one looks like it's probably set up to a medium to large already. But they are expandable, both in height and in girth. The height ones are adjusted here, and then the girth ones are right here. And there's another function on the inside where the buckle goes. But basically, you would squeeze this together and pop this one out. And that's how you begin to get the expansion. See how much that slid out already? Then once you have it fit to your size, if you want it to remain at that and be super sturdy, there is a strap inside of there that you can tighten down on the other end, and it will make it more resistant. All right, so I have one that's already set up somewhere between a medium and a large, maybe. And then I've got one that's set up to like an XL size. Both of them were in good condition on the front. Both of them are in good condition on the front. And you get your choice. Give me the choice on size, and that's how we'll do it. I'll hold one up, and that'll be the small. All right, we'll call it small and large. And the one I'm holding up would be the small, and the one that's going to kind of like sit on my face, giggity, is the large. So if you see me stop breathing, it's the large. All right, here we go. $6. The one on my body is the larger one. The one up in the air is the smaller one. Let me know which one you're going to want based on condition or characteristics or whatever it is that makes you want it. But we're going to call the one on my shoulder small and the one around my neck large. So whichever way you want it. So Varstu, you want the small or the large one, big guy? Large one? You just want to see if my glasses fall off. All right. How many of y'all are working? Everyone? And how many of you are about to get off? Anyone? I mean, off of work. I don't mean the ones that aren't working. You're off today. You take care of yourself. You rest and you refit because America needs you to get it back out there. Every one of our tax dollars matters to somebody, whether it be the missile manufacturers or the people scamming it for food. I don't know, but your tax dollars matter. And if we all quit together, it would really fuck the place up. So let's give it your best shot. Thank you for keeping America running out there, chat. Be good to each other. The place doesn't have to suck. You control those 3 feet around you. All right. I'm going to go put this. I'll be right back. Hey, you know, it's a fact of life. A lot of us are kicking against the pricks, kind of, and being like, yo, it's really not fair that y'all keep doing this or that with my money that I probably wouldn't have done with it if you hadn't taken it from me in the version of taxation that you use. So, you know, I say it sucks, but it is the thing, especially you men out there. Like, think about it this way. We want to protect things, we want to solve all the problems, but sometimes we're at work. And our family at home, when they pick up that phone, it needs to work. It's only going to work if you pay for it. And they need to call 911 for help. That's only going to be there if we continue to work and pay our taxes. So while I don't necessarily like the whip or the carrot, I see the necessity in both. And I thank you all for making it possible in your part that no matter where my wife is in this country, if she's without me, she can call 911 and someone will come and help them. Thank you all. They will shoot me. I do not have any $2. Closest thing I got is one of those foliage colored fleeces, and I think they're all in bad shape. Another OBB, $6. One day I'm gonna run for Congress. One day I might run for president. I don't know if it's this America or the one that comes after, whatever we're gonna do to each other in it. I just hope that whichever version I get to lead, it will listen and not kick against the pricks, because we got an opportunity with AI and our technology. If we could just get along, we could be so great. I don't know how many species there are in the universe. God ain't told me, and ancient aliens been telling me everything's an alien. I don't know. But we could be a great species if we would just fucking get along. All right, next up is tap panels. As I sit here selling instruments of war, I can't help but think that my internal man does want peace. But the logic that comes with evaluation of the world does not imply that we will reach peace, because at the end of every conflict, the stronger are the ones that survive. And that means the ones that were good at violence are the ones that have been surviving for thousands of years on top of the weak. Ugh. I am with you. I am with you. But then I think about Jesus, and he's like, don't talk about your brother Splinter while you running around with a full load sporting beam in your eye. You know what I mean? So I'm trying. Hey, take the journey with me. My regulars will tell you. You get some doozies on here. Sometimes they make sense. Sometimes they sound like they're drug induced. I think it's because I got hit too much in the head as a child. But it is what it is. I do love us all. Even when I'm mad at us, I'm still trying to forgive us at the same time. All right. 8 mag tap panels are up next. These are substantially more expensive, guys and gals. This was the step in between where we are now in the multicam OCP world with the flicks and where we were with the vest. The next step after the vest were these in the ACU model, called UCP, Universal Camouflage Pattern. Somebody that messes with this stuff every day does see some instances where this camouflage pattern would be superior, but they are kind of small. But it gets you into well-made kit at a much lower price. I'm gonna run them at 25. I'm gonna run this one, and I got one over there set up for a plate carrier. I'm gonna run these two at 25 today. 25 bucks on the tap panel. This one is ACU, and it will take dye. 25 bucks. You can dye it graphite, peacock green. Those two are very good colors. If you do a lot in the eastern woodlands, a murky brown or a gray combination works out well too. You want that Glock backpack? I got you. I got you, Z. That was Z, right? All right. I got you. Do you ever hear a song that just makes you think of a time and you're not sure why? You're like, this is not a particularly striking memory. I just see myself in middle school. I don't even remember. I feel like I'm trying to get my tape recorder to record 2 conversations, because I tried to do a audio. Damn, Z. It's Grab that bitch at full value too, man. I love you. Do you want the strap one? The strap one has the plate carrier pieces in it too, so it can be adapted. Yeah, if you get the strap one, it's probably easier for hanging. But I'll do either one. All right. It does have them in the back. You gotta go to work. Take care, Z. Love you, brother. In case y'all don't know, at Z_EDC, we did a program together that was an extension of my reseller podcast, and he has been knocking it out of the ballpark. I mean, his gear is great, and since he was already choosing good gear, I was like, man, you're going to make it. And Z has been knocking it out of the ballpark. Go check him out. Z_EDC sells some really good stuff. All right, I forgot where I was. Block backpack. All right. Yeah, true. 50 bucks on the Glock backpack, and I'm pretty sure I just stripped this out of the plastic yesterday. It should be here. I'll be sending it to you in the plastic, I believe. 50 bucks on this one. 50 bucks on the Glock backpack. Another time. What's up, Jay's Blades? All right, who wants to blast through some surplus with me? Damn, I have a habit of selling these during the show and not restock. And the beauty of it is they're actually so useful that I usually sell the majority of them. All right, so these are what's called bandoliers. They have buttons on the back, and they're made to button into the external pocket on an assault pack. I learned that from my mod, Conan. Did not know that myself. They never showed us that at RFI. All right, they have straps so you can carry them over your shoulders or necks while you're assaulting an objective, or you're running magazines back and forth between positions in the defense. They hold 6 loaded USGI NATO magazines. They are designed for the metal ones because that's what the Army was using during their design. So that's what they're going to work best on. I haven't ever tried them with 2 polymers in each slot. I'm not sure if it works or not. All right, these are a 2-pack. They also make great bandage carriers, bandage throws, anything you might have to toss from one position to another. It gives you a length of swing right out of the package, and they actually fly pretty well. So as long as you got the weight towards the bottom or the weight's evenly distributed. Root beer holders, there you go. They are 2 for $5, and we do have some reduced shipping on today. So if you start getting into larger quantities, it's not going to hurt so bad. 2 for $5 on those. And then we also do a 2-pack on what's called a mag shingle. So the military, well, oh, okay, I do actually. These hold 3 individual mags per pod or per shingle, giving you a total of 6 mags. They are Molly, so they go on Molly style plate carriers and like our load bearing vests. These were originally designed to work with the load bearing vest. These are some of the first inventions in Molly were the U.S. military components. All right, I have a couple in graphite. I have a couple in ACU. They are $4 for a 2-pack, and all of these are in good or better condition. 2 for $4, and you can choose ACU or graphite if you need a darker pouch. I know it's hard getting into the tactical gear. The quality you're going to get in the construction of surplus is better than most Chinese commercials. All right, it's going to take more abuse, but it's got a very limited camouflage pattern on it. So if you need it in pieces to get started, that's the best way to go. It's always going to be surplus. Well, by my prices. There are people out there asking $10 for one of these pouches. You make your best choice based on what you need when you need it. But if you can wait, if you want shingles, you're always better to come to me. Always. And I don't think anybody else out there has copied the dyeing yet. It's probably because copiers don't really want to work. They want to copy, and that would require work. So that's probably why they haven't copied me on that. All right, 5 packs. 5 of them. You need some more volume. Are you outfitting a squad? Maybe a company? If you got money, maybe you're outfitting a battalion. Give me a call. I can probably outfit 145 people by the end of next week. Today, I don't have enough IFACs. Next week, though, I think I could do a whole company. If you need a battalion, though, I'm going to have to call a friend. All right. $8 on a 5-pack. My goal has always been to have enough stuff around for a squad because I figured as I grow older, my ability to maneuver is going to go down. So I'm not going to want big elements to have to run around with. And I am quite advanced in age despite my youthful appearance. Depends on what structure. Commonly is 11. I think right now they are only running 10. Back in my day, it was 11. And then when I went to Iraq, we went as an MP squad, and that was 10. And I think the infantry are running 10 now. That's a good one. All right. And we have light, and then we would have mechanized infantry. So 9 to 13, depending on the branch. Marine Corps is 13 traditionally. And a fire team in the Marine Corps apparently is 4. So you probably have a corporal and 3 non-rates. And then the Army is 9 now. You know what? I bet you the MPs we had 3 in each truck because it was a truck. All right, so in the Army squad breakdown, currently it's 9. You get your squad leader, 2 fire team leaders, and then the MPs, we had 3 fire teams. 2 automatic riflemen, 2 grenadiers, and 2 riflemen. That's starting to sound right. That sounds more like light infantry. Yeah, so somewhere between 9 and 13, depending on the breakdown. But if you can arm a squad, you can get 2 maneuver teams at least. If you do it in vehicles and you can get 3 maneuver teams, you're much better because vehicles are more easily detected in approach than the human is. Trying to think of a way to say that in a good way. You can hear the truck coming long before you would ever hear infantry coming. That's why OPs are important. If y'all notice with my LED badges, one of the displays on there is about an OP. An observation point, observation post, listening post. They used to be called different things in different places. You put those out forward of your line so that you can hear people approaching and things. All right, assault pouches are next. They are very important to understand how to run an OP. And if you're on maneuver, you also need to know how to set rally points and identify them from the other direction. All right, $10 on the assault pouches. If you're not familiar with it, this goes on the outside of a Philby assault pack from the Marine Corps. Depending on condition, my very good ones are $16. My good ones I start at 10. This one has a pluck in it, and it looks like it's got a little dust on it. So we'll do $10 on this one. $10 on the Philby assault pouch. These go across the top of the assault pack. I hadn't tried them on one of Pacshana's panels yet. Yes. Ooh, look at y'all, both in there with it. Ben Johnson, thank you, Ben. I don't want to put that surplus thing in the box with your bag, Ben. What if it bleeds off discontentment and resignation? All right, we're gonna do another one at $10. Another one at $10. They do. You guys definitely think outside the box. I've learned quite a bit from Carconan over the years. All right, $10 on these. $10, Chucks. USMC Philby assault pouch. I do not have any assault packs in good condition. I have a couple, but they're not in great condition. They are torn and worn. All right, I'm getting really low on Molly equipment cases, the 6-sided Marine Corps padded ones. So I'm going to start being a little stingier with those. So if anybody wants any, let me know, and we'll get those run for you today. But then I am going up in price with those because I do not have any more. Once these run out, oh shit, that's not even loaded. Well, never mind. That one's not even loaded. I apologize. All right, I am out of IFACs until next week. I have a huge surplus order I'm picking up next week. I think it's like 5 or 6 pallets, and every pallet's a little bit different. So we should have a lot of variety next Thursday. I know I've got flyers, coveralls coming. I believe I have some tarps. I have bivy sacks, and I'm finally getting some more canteens back. That's been a pain with the canteens lately. All right. Anybody need assault vests? Let's say you're getting set up for your personal tactics, which may be a squad or a fire team or two, or maybe it's just you and the wife. Shit, maybe it's just you and your goat. I don't know. That one was a shout out towards Goat Man. He's one of our regulars. He has goats. All right. But load bearing vests need the pouches put on them. The vest itself isn't really doing too much for you if you don't have the attachments to put your gear in. So, you get the load bearing vest. Right away, you're going to need magazine pouches. Now, depending on what you're running, I might have surplus for it. If you're running a standard AR, take standard AR magazines. Standard AR or M16 pouches will work. I can do a whole vest like this, $17. To be this vest, you'll get 2 or 3 3-mag pouches, 2 2-mag pouches, 2 hand grenade pouches, 2 9mm pouches. All right, to get you up to that 9 pouch. And right now, if you act right now, oh my gosh, I sound like an infomercial. If you act right now, I will include a waist pack as one of your 9 pouches. All right. You'll get 8 pouches and a waist pack. A waist pack in and of itself is a $5 value no matter how you shake it. You shake it upside down, backwards, sideways, always. It is a bargain. 17 bucks, 9 pouches, and I'll make sure that one of those is a waist pack. So let's see. You'll get a waist pack. You'll get 2 mag pouches, 2 9mm pouches, 2 hand grenade pouches, and 2 3 mag pouches. Look, that's a conflicted 9 right there, y'all. I'm ready for prime time. Let's do this shit. Call me Corky and smack me around, baby. 17 bucks. It'll come with all that we listed. 9 pouches all together. It is a buy it now. I'm not going to make you fight over it. I don't like the violence. And, honestly, let's say one of you is right and the other one's clearly wrong. I don't like the use of force either if we don't have to. But there are some times, unfortunately, where we have to. And when y'all get to getting froggy on the dance floor, I make sure I call your blows as best as I can see them. I try not to pull any favorites with the clan. Winner is the winner, as they would say. I can't believe y'all come to watch. And 37 of y'all left and said, neither can we. All right. I'm going to run back over a request. Anybody got any requests? If not, then I'm going to talk about the verdicts bag. I'm going to talk about the GG&G combo, and then we're out of here. It's 10:15. I gave you my 2 hours of sweat and blood. All right, no requests. Then we're going to go over the Grey Ghost gear one more time. One buyer. Only got this to do for one. Grey Ghost gear, minimalist plate carrier, and a universal 2 mag licensed multicam pouch, 134. See if I can find it. I know it's here. We just showed it earlier. I know it's here. Where is it? Where's that 2 mag pouch? All right, so this is a double magazine pouch. It'll hold 4 AR mags, or it'll hold 2 308s, or it'll hold 2 AK-47s. All right, so 4 ARs or 2 308s or 2 AK-47s. Can't put all 8 magazines in there together. All right, 134 bucks for the combo. Yeah, it's some money, but it's Grey Ghost gear. It is not your imported stuff. This is U.S. made, and these are Rothko Molly multicam authorized double rifle mag pouches. So it's true multicam. It's not some Chinese copy. 134 bucks for these. All right. The verdicts bag combo. Until I run out of DSOVN everyday knives, I'm going to continue to run this verdicts bag combo. And then once I run out of everyday knives, I guess I'll figure something else out. By then, my knife order will be in. I might be able to do something else. But all right, verdicts bag, DSOVN everyday knife combo. You're gonna get one new in the plastic. This is the demo. This one will actually be mine one day. One day, I got 2 more to sell, and then this one is all mine. All right, 200 bucks on the verdicts bag combo. I have 2 more like this. 2 more I can do like this, and then they are gone. If you want to do some research in the interim between this morning and this evening show or this afternoon show. It is the Vertx, VERTX Ready Pack Gen 3. Vertx Ready Pack Gen 3, $200. That's the map on it. But I'm throwing in the $50 DSOVN knife with it. All right. Did y'all hear that? I was like, okay. Was that the last guitar string of the day? Like, does that mean I have to stop? What is going on here? Not now, because I would have to go down in the basement and get them, and I do not feel like doing that. They are in a box under a box. All right. I will try to get down there between now and the 2 o'clock show, but I doubt it. It might not be till the afternoon show or the evening show. Got to pack this, go to the post office, and then I got to list all that stuff that came in. And I think I heard UPS drop off while we were in show. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, did y'all see him? Oh, he got all kinds of goodies for us today. 3 Desert Camouflage Pants. Who ordered the 3X Desert Camouflage Pants? Because those are going to be on this. I couldn't remember who I ordered them for. Carconan, your belt will be on here. Whoever wanted suspenders, I think they're on there. And whoever ordered it was Carconan. I got your Whoopi should be on this as well. Y'all never seen my church from the outside before. Pretty cool for a surplus shop, huh? Yeah, it was a Masonic lodge before it was before it became a surplus shop. All right, let me help my UPS guy real quick. Just the two? Just two? Man, they shorted. Either that or it's a lot denser than it looks. Be careful there, buddy. We got them. Only you get to take out right before your real season starts. All right, so we got that taken care of. So all y'all that had orders in, that'll be up probably by the 2 o'clock show. If you want special order stuff from Rothko, I do get it as soon as I have enough to justify the shipping. Y'all just need to send me a message and let me know what you want. I'll send you back a price, and then I will subsequently get it for you. All right. I'm Wise Man. This is the Dark Sun Overvalue Network. We are a real deal surplus shop, not just somebody that saw us and started copying it. We are the only one in our area. If you are in the Central Virginia area and you want to come by and be on a show. I don't care where you're from. If you want to come by and be on a show, I'll make it work out if you're a regular. If you're brand new, I don't know. We got to feel you out. Like, I probably wouldn't have let Goatman in the first day. But now that I got to know him, Goatman will be around. All right, y'all. Be nice to each other. The world does not have to suck. There's no law, rule, that could compel us all to make it so, which means it's probably in our nature to just be shitty to each other. Make an effort to try not to be shitty to each other. If we're not part of the problem, we're almost default part of the solution, just in the fact that we're not in the way when somebody's trying to deal with the problem. You know what I mean? All right. That being said, if kindness and love isn't leading to your extrication from the situation and somebody's going to do violence to you, don't let up. There is no right and wrong once it's started. It's just whether or not you get to go home. All right. God loves us all. Even you, if you don't believe in him, even the people you don't like, Mr. Believer. He loves us all and gives us all a chance. If you don't know God, you want to get to know God, you can shoot me a message. I will spend time with you. If you want to know more about how the hell I got like this, go to my YouTube and listen to my readings from the Bible. My take is not always traditional, but it led me to start talking like this. So I would say it's got to be real. Y'all be good to each other. I'm going to raid you out to whoever I can find. I don't see any of my regulars on here. Let's try to help somebody new. Some of these people showing up on the new must be paying to be called new because they've been around. All right, y'all going to see McMahon.